Sometimes a single image can hold a whole story, right? It's all there, just waiting for someone to unpack it. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to play digital detective and really deconstruct this super enigmatic brand identity. All right, let's get into it. So our whole investigation kicks off with just this one image. I mean, look at it. It's super clean, it's got this futuristic vibe, and you can just tell it's meant to be mysterious. It's like this digital artifact that's not telling us what it is, but man, it's telling us a whole lot about how it wants us to see it. And yeah, that really brings us right to the big question, doesn't it? The one we're here to figure out. With only these few clues to go on, can we actually piece together the story behind this name? I mean, what is liquidation?
Okay, so to crack this, we gotta treat it just like a puzzle. We're gonna break down every single piece, the name, the logo, even those tiny little bits of text, and just see what kind of secrets fall out.
All right, let's start with the big one, the most powerful element right there in the middle, the name, liquidation. It's spelled out in this sharp, super elegant, all caps font. And let's be real, this is not a warm and fuzzy name. No way. It's a statement. It's designed to grab your attention. So let's actually try to decode it. A name is never just a word, right? It's like a brand's biggest, most powerful declaration of what it's all about. And this one? Whew, it is incredibly bold. If you think about the world of finance, liquidation is, well, it's a final act, and it's often a pretty brutal one. It's the end of the road. It means taking solid things, like entire companies or assets, and turning them into pure liquid cash. It's a word that is just loaded with heavy consequences. But we gotta look beyond just the dictionary definition here and get into the vibe of the word. Liquidation feels incredibly powerful. Yeah, it implies destruction, for sure, but it also implies transformation, this huge, high-stakes change where one thing has to end so something totally new can start. And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? Why on earth would you pick a name that has such intense, even kind of negative feelings attached to it? Are they trying to signal that they're a huge disruptor, or that they're all about ruthless efficiency? Or is it something else completely? Okay, let's shift gears and move on to our next clue. We've dug into the words, now it's time to look at the picture, the logo. This thing is the visual heart of the entire identity. You'll notice across the different images we have, this logo is the one constant. It's always there. It's this metallic-looking sphere, kind of floating between two arcs. It's so sleek, so modern, and perfectly symmetrical. It just screams balance and high-tech precision. Let's get a closer look. So you've got the sphere, and then above it, what looks like a crescent, or maybe horns? There's something about its design that feels almost, astronomical? Or alchemical, maybe? You can tell this is definitely not just some random shape they picked. And that leads us to the big reveal, the secret that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. Check it out. Right below the name, you see that tiny little character? That is the alchemical and astrological symbol for Mercury. So what's the deal with Mercury? What does it symbolize? Well, think about everything fast, fluid, and smart. It's all about communication, messages, data, commerce. I mean, it's the messenger god. And of course, it's the only metal that's a liquid at room temp. So all of a sudden, you put liquidation next to Mercury, and it starts to feel way less about, financial disaster, and a lot more about the super fast, fluid movement of information or assets. But wait, there's one last clue, and you gotta look really close for this one. That little bit of text right below the symbol, there's a tiny difference between the images that might just change how we see the whole thing. So in one version, we see Mercury system v2.6.1. That version number, it makes you think of software, right? Like a finished working platform. But then on the other version, it just says lab. And lab implies something totally different. It's experimental, it's research and development, it's a work in progress. So which one is it? Is liquidation this polished, finished product that's ready to go? Or is it some secretive project that's still being cooked up in the lab? This whole dual identity thing just makes the mystery even deeper. Okay, let's step back and put all these pieces together now. We've got the harsh name, we've got the fluid, speedy symbol, and we've got this weird dual identity. So what's the overall story here? What's the vibe this branding is trying to put out there? Well, it's definitely telling a story about high-tech futurism, with that clean, minimalist look.
The name liquidation, it projects this serious authority, a don't mess with us kind of tone. And all those contradictory clues, the system versus the lab, that just builds this intense cloud of mystery. When you mash it all together, the core theme seems to be all about speed and radical, game-changing transformation.
You know, if you had to boil this entire identity down to just one sentence, this is probably it. Every single thing we've looked at, every choice they made, seems deliberately engineered to scream three things: precision, power, and secrecy. So, what is liquidation? The honest answer is, we still don't know for sure. Could it be a new kind of trading platform? A secret data analysis firm? Maybe it's just a really elaborate piece of digital art. Who knows? But after taking apart its identity like this, maybe we understand its purpose a little better. Maybe the goal was never to tell you what it is. Maybe the mystery is the message.